All right, guys, welcome to another Hang Loose Recluse production. We're back with these towers here. As you can see, so there's the infrastructure investment, blah, 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 to try and keep the burglars out of Wangara. Eventually, this technology will be used against you in your street to keep an eye on you, to make sure you're not going out of your local group area, your LGA, once the government decides to crack down and say you're not allowed out of your zone because of climate change. So yeah, they're the cameras are now officially up. So they're the ones that are on the map book all over Wangara. These things are positioned all over the place. So these are now your smart CCTV cameras. There it is. This is Buckingham Drive in Wangara, as all the cars going in and out are being scanned at the moment. It's all just to make sure that you guys don't do anything silly in an industrial area. So really, this is just a test case scenario, guys. Remember that, it's a test case scenario because, again, I said in my other video that it's all about trying to make sure the bad guys are not coming into these areas and pinching from shops like over there. You know, you got different shops and whatnot, industrial areas. So they roll out in these areas first, and eventually they'll be in your street. Within easily a couple of years, these will be in your street, I reckon. And that's not a conspiracy theory, that's a fact that's coming your way soon, because it all starts here as a test pattern for a city of Wanneroo. There it is, CCTV, City of Wanneroo, Australian government, building our future. Community development grant, www.infrastructure.gov.au. Australian government, City of Wanneroo, building our future infrastructure investment program, stimulus supporting your community. Once again, there's the smart cameras that are reading people's number plates right now. Hey mate, you've got an outstanding fine. This tells me the camera's reading your plate. It says you've got an outstanding fine. Yeah, it's reading your plate now. It's coming up on my screen here. It might have read the number wrong because we're still fine-tuning it. But that's what's coming in your neighbourhood soon. Smart cameras, mate. They do it here first to protect the burglars. But on the next lockdown, you're going to get things like this in your street. That guy shouldn't be leaving his house. It's all going to be used against us eventually. It's ridiculous. Cheers, brother. All right, so there's another conversation with someone because I'm looking up. So big shout out to Courage is the Cure for mentioning that with at the 60/30 seminar the other day. Because yes, when you start doing things like this and start looking up, you get people looking over and realizing what this actually is that's here. Now let's zoom in and look at the camera style. So it's a 360 style camera. So you can see that one's pointing down. There's one pointing down at me. So they're all around the edge and there's one pointing down. So they just designed it to be 360. They're a 360 camera, so you can't avoid being seen with these cameras. And obviously you got that could be a number plate reader of some kind. If we look back up, yeah, that'd be another number plate reader, that one there. So with what I said to that guy before about him having outstanding fines, I made him shit himself a bit. It's all good. But again, I'll zoom in and you have a look at that. The brand is called iPro, I-Pro. I can see it. You might not be able to see it on the camera, but it's I-Pro, iPro, like iPad. But that's them. That's here. Again, they're going to protect all the shops here, of course. Now, we're all going to love it because all the business owners are going to love this, and it will protect the shops because it will get the bad guys coming in stealing goods. But like I said, it will be used against the people eventually. I can guarantee you that. These will be used against the citizens of society to control you. Yep, it will. Anyway, you've been watching another Hang Loose Recluse production in Wangara, Western Australia, where the council has erected about 8 of these around this whole precinct. Thank you. Yep, number plate reader, yep, outstanding fine. That guy there has an outstanding fine. You've been watching another Hang Loose Recluse production. Thank you. All right, so there's another conversation with someone because I'm looking up. So big shout out to Courage is the Cure for mentioning that with at the 60/30 seminar the other day. Because yes, when you start doing things like this and start looking up, you get people looking over and realizing what this actually is that's here.
I think that's a great example. It's a real shame Nico's not here tonight. Hang Loose Recluse.
He's a recluse, remember.
Hands up who watches Hang Loose, who's subscribed to Hang Loose on YouTube. He had a video out a couple of weeks ago. I think it was the city of Wangara, and they were erecting these poles. And so he went onto the show website and found that they were putting in smart cameras and went down and filmed it, did a little bit of a talk about it and so on and so forth. But while he was there filming, looking up at the top of this pole, what happens when people walk past you and you're standing there with your head pointed up to the sky? They stop, they look, and then they ask you, what are you doing? So while Hang Loose was filming these poles, someone saw him do that. They stopped and had a conversation with him on the side of the road. That's what we can be doing.
Yes, thank you. This is Hang Loose Recluse. Thank you.